Alrighty, everybody, this is the player spotlight. Obviously, we're probably somewhere, I don't know, 7 or 8 or 9, somewhere in the middle of the match. And I could almost guarantee so far it has been a good one.
Let's hope so.
It's no doubt. So please welcome to the booth in the player spotlight. This is Gray Siech.
Hi,
Gray,
everybody.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Gray Siech and where do you come from?
I'm 38 years old. I live in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. I have a beautiful wife and kids. I have a...
They're watching, right?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
That's what they're doing today. I have a 1-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. So that takes up pretty much all of my time.
I could about imagine.
I have a table in the basement, so I get a little practice here and there.
A diamond or...
No, it's a makeshift table, just pieces thrown together, but it plays okay.
Nothing wrong with
It
that.
plays all right.
7-footer, bar box?
Yep.
What do you do to make money?
I worked for Whole Foods for about 15 years and just left about 6 months ago and started a new journey with Smithfield Foods in sales.
Okay.
And I'm loving it so far.
Awesome. So do you drive around to a lot of the stores, or is it
Yeah.
remote sales? Or
I work remote, but I do spend a lot of time on the road. My stores are spread out all throughout Wisconsin from, as far spread out as you can be. And
Okay.
so I hit every area of the state, which is a lot of fun because I get to hit a lot of different pool halls and little dive bars. And
Nice.
I do enjoy that aspect, but I try not to be away from the family too much with the young kid and everything.
Yeah, little windshield time. That's always good.
Yep.
How long have you been playing the game?
I grew up with a 9-foot table in the basement, and my dad's always been a phenomenal player. So, I can't say I started playing pool back then because I never really liked it too much.
Okay.
But when I was...
It's a frustrating game. It's
Yeah,
like golf.
he would just kick my butt all the time, and it just wasn't fun. But
So has the student now become the teacher? Or the teacher
no,
become the... How's that?
he knows so much. He's probably forgotten more about pool than I know.
Still kick your butt.
And he's a great player.
Nice.
But yeah, when I was in my 20s, I lived in Colorado, and I started... Well, when I was 21, I was going to bars, and I realized I was like, I'm actually kind of decent. So I just like to compete and play for drinks. It started, and then, it was all downhill from there.
So what's your favorite game?
I actually thought about my answer to this question, but I would always say 8-ball, but I do enjoy playing rotation a little bit more now. I really like the creativity aspect of 8-ball, but I feel like I might be a better rotation player.
So yeah, and I noticed you played at Mad Apple for King of the Hill,
Yep.
right?
Yep, I think I did 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, and you lasted quite a while.
I think I either won 4 and lost 3 or won 3 and lost 3.
So good record.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Some great players. Run into Fedkenhauer and he just trampled me, and
That'll happen.
there's tons of great players, but
Sure.
it's hard to stay sharp when I'm a casual player, so I like to challenge myself, but you can't expect to beat some of these guys without just living on the pool table.
No doubt. So as a casual player, in preparation for matches like this or King of the Hill or whatever you may be, a tournament, cue it up, whatever, is there any mental preparation that you go through or drills or anything that you do on the table?
For this in particular, I snuggled with my daughter for like 2 hours this morning. And
That's the best answer I think anybody's ever given so far.
It was pretty incredible, just to kind of keep my mind at peace, and I'm just trying to have fun, just do the best I can. I've had enough of these stream matches where it's a real bummer going home and just kicking yourself about your performance.
Trust me, I know. I'll tell you what, it's even worse losing on your own stream. It is one of the most painful feelings you could ever imagine.
Who's commentating your match?
I don't know yet. I'm actually thinking of asking that gentleman right over there in the middle of the room. Don't say it out loud if you know who it is.
Yeah, I know who it is.
I've known him all of my pool career.
Oh, that's a perfect person to have
Yes,
in the booth.
there's no doubt. So, and you'll find out that later on. So, Gray, outside of your children and your wife and work and everything else, what does Gray like to do for hobbies other than pool?
I like to cook a lot.
I bet your wife loves that.
She does. I do most of the cooking. She's actually a great cook too. I like to play volleyball. She was a college volleyball athlete. Just
Okay.
incredible. Still is an incredible player. So, I love when we can play volleyball together. I used to disc golf quite a bit. Kind of a little rusty at that, but yeah, I guess that's about it.
Okay.
I spend most of my time with the family, and in my spare time, I try to play as much pool as I can.
Perfect.
That takes up 90% of my time. So
No doubt. That makes you a good dad, too.
Thanks.
So, pool. If you look back on your entire career, would you say your dad was then your biggest influence on the game? Or who would you consider your mentor of the game?
Oh yeah, definitely my
Definitely.
dad.
Okay.
I mean, I have a lot of admiration for a bunch of pro players, like Corey Deuel's game. I really love his game and how creative he is. There's so many, I could list pretty much every USA player.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm a fan of all the USA players.
I would hope so. Awesome. Well, I hope you're playing well in the match.
I hope so too.
I know it's exciting. There's a lot of viewers that are tuning in today, so best of luck, and we'll see you when it's all done. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Mr. Cheddar.
Yeah, you betcha.
I got these all sweaty.